Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com, bringing you another week of great New Hampshire-based musicians from across a variety of genres and across the spectrum, if you will. So welcome everyone. Welcome to another show. And we're going to dive right in. I've got some really interesting stuff for you this week. This first project, I'm somewhat fascinated by. It's a bit of a mix of genres, and it's just really interesting. If you're looking for them online, they're called Codename Collective. Codename Collective. And this track is called, and I don't know why it's called this, but it's called My Boy Charlie Handles My Meats Back Home. I don't know what that means. But like I said, I'm kind of fascinated by this track, so check it out to open up this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
Okay. I can recall the day when I wish I was born gay. See, my love life made it hard for me to love life. Take you into my past and show you what my luck's like. Emma, she was well blonde with the blue-eyed pupils and fair hair. Oh gosh, remember? It was so long, but complexion wasn't the same, so it was so long. Into the millennium, Jenny, an idiom, had an immediate friend that I known in college. Creeped out when I gave my speech in public about our love was the body and force that governed Mariah. Last but not least, can tell if she liked me or just black guys. Probably the latter, but that's fine. She was that fine. Later done for a more athletic black guy. Don't ask why.
Inside my thoughts, tell me how I feel. Reacted like a tot watching JFK assassination reels, like Lee Harvey Oswald in the hall when he shot that cop. Trying not to fall, I'm trying not to flop. Got tops in the summer, a major bummer. It's snowing outside and I'm going blind, like Melvin's Kiss covers, and we're under the cover in her parents' bed. I'm giving her that was before I was an anarchist, and she was always a masochist. Passionless love without sex, sex without love, it's complex. We were innocent of any transgressions outside of depression, but that was enough. Trying to act tough as she's crying in handcuffs. I'm not tough, I'm not buff, it's rough. Trying to be who you're not, just look inside my thoughts, tell me how I feel.
Not a macho man, nor a Randy Savage, just your average queer kid raiding his mother's closet. If I told you these were men's pants, you would have bought it. Tried the whole masculine thing, but then I fought it and won with knuckles of brass, because it isn't violence when you beat up a concept. No contest here near the shoreline. LimeWire and tire fire, bump the bass and try to keep the face straight. Not like Near to Kill. Follow that bait that leads up the hill. Luffy might have actually died that time if it weren't for his saving grace brother Ace. Could be my goose too if it weren't my older brother Drew. That's how we siblings do the do. Try harder to be kinder, but sometimes your heart is just left dripping off the meat grinder.
That is My Boy Charlie Handles My Meats Back Home by Codename Collective. This is kind of oddly fascinated by that track. By the way, the lyrics to it have a Kiss reference. Kiss is my favorite band of all time. That song, I think it's in the second verse, the most obscure Kiss reference imaginable. Only a diehard Kiss fan would ever get it. So I appreciate the track for that as well. And in the third verse, he mentions Macho Man Randy Savage, my favorite wrestler of all time. But even those references aside, I just think that's fascinating. Coming up next, this is Andrew Polikow, and this track is called Pigs. Pigs with a Z, P-I-G-Z. Up next on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
Sinking to the bottom of a backwards trend. Watching how they get them time and time again. Waiting for the day, but it never ends. Look at all the piggies in the pig pen. Daily dust, rubies rust. Try and try you must. Cause those who snooze get left behind. Lost ground up in the daily grind. I met a man, name was Luck. Rode on the back of a garbage truck. He said the world is trashed, everyone's lazy. I spend my days waking them up. Never rejected. Watch them injected, soon it's infected. Well, the virus is viral, it's an endless spiral. Hold on, folks, don't touch that dial. I'm planting a garden in your brain. Honeycombs through your hair, goes against the grain. Waiting on the day I can watch the rain wash away the dirt and kill the flame. We all get sold, some get hired. I met a man who worked with wire. When it rained, his fuse box caught on fire. He said, this is the way that the world turns.
I had some interesting stuff for you this week on Local Outbreak. That is Andrew Polikow. The song's called Pigs. Sounds like a rainy night at the end. And Pigs is spelled P-I-G-Z if you're looking for that track online. I should probably spell Polakow for you. P-O-L-A-K-O-W, Andrew Polakow. Up next on Local Outbreak from Nashua, New Hampshire, this band is called Eli and the Mammoth, and this track is called Trinity.
Told me goodbye like we knew you would. I didn't want to say what we knew we'd do. I drug my feet just to keep it alive. I made you say first I'll always miss you. All of our friends' assumptions were right. We couldn't resist a tender night. We spent many days avoiding a chat, 'cause I knew we fell quicker that one night. Never thought I'd pull you down to. You were a breath of fresh air, I meant it to. Our time was quick, our words were true. I never wanted to go and break you too. And I know I sneak out at night and detach myself from you. And I know I sneak out at night and detach myself from you. And I know I hold like a crutch all my insecurities. And I know I hold like a crutch all my insecurities.
Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
You're listening to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Up next, we're going to play, let's see, this is Madeline is the name of the artist, and this is an interesting song. It's called Valley Street. Next up on this week's Local Outbreak.
She forgot to hang the clothes out on the line, so they sat there in the bucket wet. And the landlord, he scolded her for going out dancing, but when she tossed her curly hair, he would forget. For the beauty of the lady in the yellow cotton dress exceeded any harm that she could do. And the people of her town all thought she looked her best, 'cause when she let her hair fall down her back, they always knew that the lilacs would bloom, would bloom, would bloom, that the lilacs that the lilacs would bloom, would bloom, would bloom, that the lilacs would come alive. Nobody guessed she would work as a maid in the local motel where the visitors stayed. When the travelers would west, she would sneak off to meet her lover of years down on Valley Street. For the beauty of the lady in the yellow cotton dress exceeded any harm that she could do. And the people would tell that she did never rest, 'cause she tended to the garden so the lilacs would bloom. The lilacs would bloom, would bloom, would bloom. Lilacs would bloom. And the lilacs would bloom, bloom, would bloom. And the lilacs would come alive. When we walk through the graves back when we were just friends tonight, we'll dream dreams, I'll sleep tight with a smile, and I'll be waiting for you on the other side. down forever. The lilacs would bloom, and the lilacs would bloom, would bloom, would bloom. That the lilacs that the lilacs would bloom, would bloom, would bloom. That the lilacs would come alive. That the lilacs would bloom, would bloom, would bloom. That the lilacs would, that the lilacs would bloom, would bloom, would bloom. Hey, hey, and the lilacs still bloom today.
Little melancholy, but I really like the guitar work in that. Love her voice. That's Madeline. The track is called Valley Street. Up next on Local Outbreak, we'll shift gears a bit. This is Sam Hill. And, well, I guess we'll continue with the death theme. This is called Electric Funeral. Up next on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Little heavy for you.
Reflects in the sky, warn you, you're gonna die. Storm coming, you better hide from the atomic tide. Flashes in the sky, turns houses into sky, turns people into clay. Radiation minds decay. Robot minds of robot slaves, lead them to atomic rage. Plastic flowers, melting sun, fading moon falls upon dying world of radiation. Victim of a mad frustration, burning globe of obscene fire, like electric funeral fire. trapped in burning cells.
You're listening to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. That was Electric Funeral by Sam Hill. Next up, this is called Greed Island is the name of the band, and the track is, well, this is something nobody wants to be. It's called Jerkwad by Greed Island up next on Local Outbreak.
Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
And you're listening to Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. This is Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com. A moment ago, we heard Jerkwad by Greed Island. And coming up next, this is Les and Friends is the name of the project. And this song is called Just Come on Local Outbreak.
You proclaim to all you are a self-made man. You'll do anything you want because you can. As you process all you gain, you disguise all of your pain, and to the listening world proclaim, I have arrived. But in the secret, the fears and doubts appear, and all that you've accomplished through the years are reduced to hay and stubble. As you cry out, there must be something more. Are you tired? Are you weary? Do the answers to your questions elude you in the night? Come to Jesus. He is the answer. Just come. As the days turn into months and months to years, and you bottle up your worries and your fears, as you flash that winning smile, you're the king, but all the while your kingdom is in shambles, crumbling fast. And in the secret, your heart is crying out, please tell me what life is all about. But when it comes to Christ the Savior, you slam the door and say, it can't be real. Are you tired? Are you weary? Do the answers to your questions elude you in the night? Come to Jesus. He is the answer. Just come. Are you tired? Are you weary? Do the answers to your questions elude you in the night? Come to Jesus. He is the answer. Just come. Just come.
What a pretty voice. That is Just Come by Les and Friends. Coming up next this week on Local Outbreak, this is Gary Romalis, and this track is called Hold You on Local Outbreak.
Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
This is Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. My name is Matt Connerton, and just a couple quick reminders before we wrap up. IPMNation.com/Local Outbreak to get access to the full archive of the show, all 8 years worth of music and interviews. And, of course, if you'd like to be on the show or would like to submit your music, etc., please email me submissions at IPMNation.com. And we're going to wrap up this week with, by the way, before I forget, that was Gary Romalis. And Gary is spelled G-A-R-I. Romalis is R-O-M-A-L-I-S, in case you're looking for that online. And Hold You is hold, and then the letter U. He kind of does it like Prince used to do it. Instead of writing out Y-O-U, just the letter U. All right, so we're going to wrap up this week. Thank you, everybody, again for joining me. And one more track. This is Mutant Signal is the name of the artist. And this track is called Bellfire to wrap up this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Thanks, everybody.
with IPMNation.com.